And now we are live.
Oh my god, no! Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another scene for Odessa, The Dark Crusade Season 2. This scene takes place after the previous scene in the brothel, um, and after the Irene escorts Madeline and Thorvald back to the area of their haven, Madeline's domain, um, so that they can pass through the streets without being bothered by the watch. Maybe not noticed, but Irene has the power to walk freely, and she kindly extends it to her friend. Um, Thorvald will and Octavius. Um, Thorvald does the business of. He doesn't have to climb over the wall tonight, which is a pleasure because climbing over the wall in armor is annoying. He does the business where he operates the gate to let Madeline in. And then once they're in, he makes sure it's secured behind them. Sends the dog to its kennels. And then he, sort of unceremoniously makes his way inside and starts um, taking the upper layers of his armor off. If Gutri is there, he'll ask for her help. If she's not there, he'll just do it himself.
I think she will be awaiting their return, both of them, and she will help him.
He just takes off the top layer so that he's wearing the undershirt and pants or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you quite called it then. Pantaloons or whatever. But the heavy armor he'll ask to be put back on the armor rack.
Hmm.
And he takes off the heavy sword that he wears and puts that on its rack. So he's just wearing a little hunting knife on his hip.
Madeline just walks around with a quiet smile on her face, and she doesn't seem to wait for Torvald at this point. She is more or less just making certain arrangements. She's writing things down on a piece of parchment here and there. And she's preparing things.
So you'll notice that Thorvald always wears his gloves in the. Well, she knows that he always wears gloves anyway. But except in her presence, and he's removed them. And in the middle of her study, he'll come past her and brush some hair away from her neck, away from her face, so that his fingertips brush the back of her neck.
Yes? She doesn't look at him, she just keeps writing.
I wasn't expecting you this evening.
That is one of my qualities.
I hope you didn't alarm the girl.
No, she seemed lovely enough.
Hmm. She's not easily alarmed, but
Well, I can attest from personal experience that this sort of work lends you to see quite a few things.
yes, but I know most people in life have never seen something quite like you.
Hmm. Perhaps she felt intimidated.
Maybe a little.
Hmm.
But I had warned her about you. Or given her, well, I suppose warning's the right word.
What do you intend with her, I wonder?
Thorvald moves around so that she can see him. He doesn't sit directly next to her, but he does sit sort of and lean near the desk so that he's in her line of sight. I want to have a foothold in the area. Currently, that particular area is unmarked. And I know a formidable woman when I see one.
She smiles, puts down the pen, leans back and looks at him.
We have a business arrangement. I'm gaining her trust. As you know better than most, women of that profession do not trust easily, especially men.
And
I hope that I can restore the place. I've asked Memnon to do some carpentry inside, make it more suitable for its placement in the district. Reinforce local business, bring a little coin our way, and, as I said last night, a safe place to feed or to meet for members of Clan Gangle and Clan of Sombra only.
if you have a close partnership or business arrangement with someone, and you are like us, you must have a plan or at least thoughts on what you intend to tell her and what you do definitely not intend to tell her.
I haven't decided yet. With most humans, I'm indifferent. But her, I want to give her the power to accept me or refuse me. And then I'll decide.
Hmm.
I won't force my blood on her.
That is good. It is very good.
She was a bit bewildered, and still is, that I will not go to bed with her. But
He is fetching. That is understandable.
she is. But I want it to be her idea. If she so chooses it, not something that she thinks I require or is expected to be paid for.
And what's more important, find out if she holds any wisdom, if she
Precisely.
understands more or less than we expect.
Precisely. And as I said last night, though Memnon and Irene especially are creatures of innocent natures, there's two types of people you can always count on for information in the city. If you have a price to give them, one is the beggars and the other is the whores. A whore knows all men's secrets, from kings to vagabonds.
Madeline nods a bit.
I care for the girl. I don't want to see her hurt.
But you must hurt her. A little. if she turns out to be worthy of investment more than just a partnership, then you must hurt her.
Yes. But it's early days.
I know.
He studies Madeline's face. Or Peony. Where should we roll?
I don't think you need to.
Okay.
She is just she has this smile on her face, relaxed smile, and she just like you get a sense of pride and um, not elation, but happiness, just being content, maybe.
You're not jealous?
I hope to one day be jealous of her. Yes, one day I hope so, but at the moment, no.
Thorvald pulls up his sleeve. You'll notice the chain that Madeline and him shared at the beginning of their relationship. The fine work chain with the black orchids. It's wrapped around his arm. This remains as a visual symbol of my priorities.
You do realize that I mean what I say. If I was jealous of you and her, it would be a pain that I would have to bear. Something that she just for a quick second looks down. A thing that I am not as well versed in carrying as other pains.
I can't pretend to you that there may not be some cause for discomfort in our mine and Sadia's exchange. She is precisely the kind of woman I like.
I can
However,
tell.
he smiles at that. However, all women of Cain or of mortal, none will ever be able to compare with my feeling for you.
I know. But I truly. And she gets up. She looks fairly genuine as she goes over and sits down next to you.
Thorwald
I
stood.
I must. You must understand. Your love, and my love for you, should not discourage us from challenging each other's
No,
inhibitions and limits.
I understand our lessons, and they must be learned. He kneels down, because he was standing. I understand. He's reaching for her hand and taking it. I understand the trials, the tribulations, the tortures that must exist between us for our relationship to be in the perfect light of the Dark Mother's wisdom. But a man's spirit and his soul and his heart are often two different beasts.
I am counting on that.
I've already had my flare of jealousy this century. More than twice over, I think. Don't you?
Hmm.
All these plated gold nobles and their sleazy attempts to win you over.
I hope you'll find it within yourself to make me feel just a bit of that jealousy.
He kisses the palm of her hand. If that's the lesson you need to learn, then I'll make sure. If it is her wish to take me to her newly appointed chamber that I'm having my mum just design, that the whole city, from the nobles district to Riverside, will hear her cries of pleasure.
And now I think it is time for us to roll in.
Uh-oh.
No, it's I'll just see.
Not free.
Nope. Let's roll a
Three.
1.
What are we rolling?
And Madeline is gonna roll manipulation, subterfuge, and I'm gonna roll. Wow.
What an amazing roll.
4 successes.
I don't think I'm going to beat that. No.
Well, Madeline will just smile somewhat widely. She will just thank you. Thank you for this gift among many others. And she kisses him. But it's a very, like, it's a short kiss, and she just says, that is something that I believe I require.
Hmm? What did she say? Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, she said, this is something I believe I require.
He nods.
And she sits down in her chair again, and she just, well,
Moving on to other requirements. I'm going to go and see my sire as soon as possible. I want to see whether she has any influence over the nobles. Likely she does. See whether she has the power to relax a little bit of the curfew. Maybe, maybe not. I doubt she'll care. But as little feelings she has for me, we share our opinions on K-Night survival. So I will see what she has to say. And I will also be having a gentle stroll around some of the slums in Riverside to see exactly for myself what the situation is there. Unlike our sheriff, I don't intend to sit in my palace while the city burns, polishing my gold and silver.
Mm. He is even true. You cannot hold all of that against him.
He is a damn idiot, no matter what his blood is. And not
As
the idiocy of intelligence, but the idiocy of Horde struggles for the word in common tongue. Countenance, honour, seeing the bigger picture.
true enough.
Men who are blind to the mistakes of others and the past are doomed to repeat those mistakes.
As long as you do not underestimate our illustrious sheriff.
I'm not going to step on his toes, but while he has power. But I find that the longer he refuses to take control, I won't need to do anything. The shift of displeasure will move in his direction.
Most likely.
You know how seriously I take security.
I do.
And I know that he has military power. So why isn't he using it? It makes me suspicious that he's gaining something from this curfew.
Mm. This is the thing. I am not totally certain of what Riverside holds of interests and conflicts. But yes, at first glance, I would think that this would be perhaps the prince's wishes for this to be, well,
Well,
for it to be done in this way, or it is someone doing something against the prince. Whatever reason, Gerard would be invested in such things.
the reason I've been given so far is that the gangs were running out of control. And violence and crime in the city was at a peak. But whether that's true or not, I'm not sure.
Riverside has been a place you do not want to visit for quite some time. Even even during the plague, it was to be avoided by most people, as far as I know.
I'm not most men, my love.
I know, but these are the nobles. They are considered and they are concerned with human affairs, not our kind's affairs.
A few inquiries won't do any harm. I'll make sure that I don't go alone. I promise.
Very well.
Well, of course you're welcome to come and visit me at my place of work.
Oh, I might.
Anytime. It won't truly be flourishing until the curfew was ended.
As with most businesses that would interest us.
But it works in my favour. It means I have lots of time on my hands to gain the trust.
Quite so.
I'm going to take myself to bed.
Very well. I still have more work to do. But please, I will be joining you at some point.
He nods. He kisses the top of her head. Briefly.
Hmm.
And then he will just turn and make his way upstairs.
And as Madeline sits there and scribbles away, this scene will come to a close. Thank you very much, players, for playing, and watchers for watching. Good night.